Yo, what's good? This is gonna be a ramble / tutorial on how I do L4E recognition. When I've explained the concept to people before, some people have called it severely autistic, some people have called it ingenious, so I feel like it's important to share. It's also really helpful for pseudo, so yeah, let's get into it. First of all, it just does not work for Polish flip or L4E cases, because it's all about how this edge interacts with the cycles in the cube. So the theory behind it is pretty simple. Due to parity, all cases are either 2E or free edges, or free edges and a potential flip. There's nothing in between. There's no other options because it's just 4 pieces. So the way you recognize is quite simple, like just blind tracing style. Just take a look at where this edge heads to, right? So this the blue and red between these two centers is the yellow and green. So this tells us that it's a 2E case because like it will be like coming back to our buffer in blind, right? So like this is a very obvious case to recognize, but let's go for something a little more difficult. So I take a look at this edge, right, again, and this point's here, and all I know, I don't exactly give a shit about this edge in particular, but I know that it's not the yellow edge, so this tells me that it's either a free edge one flip or just a pure free edge case. Obviously, like, we can see the flip in the back, so that's how you can tell them apart. But the way I think of this case is I don't think of like there being a block here, right? Because there could be a block here, it could be just these two. it could be just these two, it could be the whole block. The way I think of it, I just think of like, this is the target that we go into and this is the yellow target, and this edge is either flipped or not. I don't exactly care about what this piece looks like. Yeah, there's more depth for the 2E cases, so there's two like, let's call them branches in the family. So this has to do with EO. So if this sticker right from the bottom points to this sticker, not to the yellow sticker on the bottom, this is what I'd like to call like interflip. So like, this is not like, imagine it's not being like a H perm, right, on 3x3, because there is a flip in between. It's like H perm and then you flip 2 edges. This is how you can think of this. And when you figure out whether it's this case or the straight on case, there's only 2 cases left that it can be. It's either this one, right, this is the 6 mover, or the fake 6 mover, right, when again, it does not point to the bottom sticker, it points to the other one. So we have to assume that these two must be both of different orientation. So this one is oriented and this one is not. But it obviously can be the other way around. And the same logic applies, the inverse logic applies to the other case, where the edge does point to the correct sticker when it points to the bottom sticker. Then we know that both of the other edges must be of the same orientation. So here they are both oriented, and in this case they are both unoriented. Okay, so now we're gonna do like an example recognition of pseudo. So this is pseudo by, we will need to do an R prime at the end. But I guess this is pseudo by R, I'm not sure how to call it. But yeah, so let's take a look. Take a look at this edge. And it goes here. And as we can clearly see, this is not the edge that should be here. This is not the yellow-blue edge. So we know that it's a 3E case, right? So this is the edge, so you have to figure out where this is flipped, and it obviously is, right, in its place. So I just imagine a light here, and that just happens to be this case, bad righty. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's just this. Wait, I have another perming to me. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's just this L4E case, right? this goes here, this is flipped, and this is the bottom edge, right? This goes here, this is flipped, and this is the bottom edge. So we just do this, and then R prime. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope this has been informative. I'm gonna link the spreadsheet down in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will not be responding. Kill yourself.